It's time for Worldview with ABC News' Patrick Reevell. Starting in Sweden, Turkey's president says Sweden should not expect support for its NATO membership bid after a far-right politician burned a Quran in Stockholm. Patrick, what's the latest?
Yeah, hi, Diane. This is a diplomatic row that has potentially quite serious consequences. It all was triggered when a far-right politician in Sweden burned a Quran publicly in front of Turkey's embassy. That set off furious reactions in Turkey. We've seen angry protests for several days there. And the reason it matters is that this could threaten Sweden's bid to join NATO. Both Sweden and Finland decided to join the alliance in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. But unfortunately for Sweden and Finland, it's currently being held up by Turkey, which is also a member of the alliance, which is unhappy with the fact that certain critics of the government have been protected with asylum in Sweden and Finland. And so now the president of Turkey, Erdogan, has been saying that Sweden should not expect to receive support in that. And obviously this potentially threatens their ability to join the alliance. Right now, Finland is saying they should pause the talks between Sweden and Turkey to try and basically cool things off, and that they need to wait until after elections in Turkey, which perhaps will try and make this more possible to go forward.
All right, Patrick, over to Vatican City now, where Pope Francis sat down in an interview with the Associated Press. And he's calling laws that criminalize homosexuality unjust, saying homosexuality is not a crime. How important is this moment to hear this from the Pope himself?
Yeah, these comments from Pope Francis are attracting quite a lot of attention. It was in this lengthy interview with the Associated Press, and he did say that homosexuality was not a crime. He did also, though, say that it was still a sin, which made clear that he's not changing church doctrine that still considers homosexuality to be a sin and to be a disorder. But he said very bluntly that it should not be considered a crime, and he said that church leaders, some bishops, needed to change their attitude towards the LGBT community, and that they needed to be welcoming to LGBT people into the church. And so this is, part of a pattern from Pope Francis, where he has been trying to push the Catholic Church towards a more tolerant position on homosexuality.
Now, in the Netherlands, I want to shift gears. A treasure hunt is underway after an old hand-drawn map was discovered with a red letter X on it. Now, that X purportedly shows the location of a buried stash of jewelry. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, this is a pretty crazy story, really. Basically, there's a huge influx of treasure hunters into this small town called Ommeren in Holland, and it was triggered after the Dutch archives declassified a map and also hundreds of pages of documents from a German soldier in World War II, saying that there was a stash of rubies, diamonds, gold and silver, potentially worth millions of dollars, buried in the area. And so people have been flooding there in the hope of finding this treasure trove that was left by German soldiers. And people have been digging up people's gardens, and it's been generally actually upsetting a lot of the residents there. And police have actually called for people to stop coming because of the sheer number of treasure hunters coming into this town.
Oh, boy. All right, Patrick Reevell in London for us. Thanks, Patrick.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.